Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Wait.
Tino Cucino Radio.
Tino Cucino Radio.
I like the energy. It just makes you feel good.
It makes me really happy.
I can relate to it. I don't know.
All right, so kicking off the show, as we always do, with some listener therapy, man. It's us trying to help you out with your life and whatever you might have going on. Today's gonna, I feel like, strike a chord for a couple people.
Uh-oh.
Really?
We have a listener by the name of Nati, and she is ready for her mom to move out of her house. Let's be very clear. Yes, the mom was sick, and Nati told her, "Look, come stay with me. Obviously, you can have my room. It's all good." And the mom was like, "Look, as soon as I'm better, I'll leave." And she's still there. She is better. So we'll have Chelsea read the DM and kind of break it down in its entirety and hopefully provide some perspective, man. Listener therapy kicks on Tino Cochino Radio. Next. Imagine like looking out for a parent, right? Like they got sick and they're like, "Yo, I really need you to help me out." And of course you're going to do that. And then they got better and then they never left. And you're just like, when are you leaving?
Yeah.
That's what our listener Nati is going through right now. She is ready for her mom to leave. It is time for listener therapy here on Tino Cochino Radio. We listen and we try and help with some outside perspective. Chelsea has the DM that Nati sent. Will you please read it?
My mom is currently living with me. She was so sick for a while, so I allowed her to take over my room. That way she could be comfortable. The thing is, she isn't sick anymore, and now I feel like she's overstepping my parenting. She's trying to control my kids, and she keeps moving all my things in my apartment like it's her apartment. She is 65 years old, and I don't know how to get her out because the moment I bring it up, she starts to say that she's too old to be alone. I'm so confused. She claimed that when she got better, she would move out, but now she doesn't want to leave.
I don't know. That's tough. Nicasio, what are your thoughts? Let's start with you.
She can stay as long as she wants, because
if your wife is feeling some type of way, you're just gonna let mom stay.
She's not gonna feel some type of way because she's gonna know going into this whole thing on what I like. Like, I'm not gonna have my mom or whoever this is for long. So like, let her
She's
stay
only
with
65.
you.
She's got another hopefully 20 years.
Yeah,
20 to 30.
She can get hit by a bus in 5 years. You never know.
So could your girl?
Yeah, true. And then I won't have to hear her bull.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Chelsea, what are your thoughts?
I feel like it's time to have a really tough conversation with mom and be like, "Hey mom, I really love you, and you know, you could come visit me as often as you'd like. I'm always going to be here for you." But
Every day.
yeah, I mean, you know, maybe not every day, but every other day or something like that. There's got to be a compromise. But, you know, like, my family is not really feeling your presence anymore in this house.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
I don't know how that conversation is going to go over. Priscilla is on the line. She seems very outspoken and excited to share her thoughts on the situation. So we'll talk to her next, man. It's listener therapy on Tino Cochino Radio. Hang out with us. If your parent told you, like, "Look, I really need to stay with you. I'm sick. Things are bad right now," I'm sure you would let them stay. And then if they told you, "Listen, but as soon as I get better, I'm going to leave," I'm sure you'd be like, "Okay, no, it's all good. Take your time." But then if they took their time and never got the hell out,
Probably should have got it in writing.
would you feel some type of way? That's what our listener Nati is going through right now. Her mom was sick. She let her move in, take over her room. It was a whole thing. But now the mom's better and doesn't want to leave. She's starting to take over parenting and trying to parent her grandkids, and it's turning into a mess. So we're trying to get some perspective to help her out. Priscilla is on the line. What's it sound like to you?
I feel like this is a hard one because in my culture, I don't know, being Hispanic, we're taught like to, you know, never disrespect our parents. Till this day, that my old lady, like, she got me scared till this day, and I'm already a grown-ass woman. But I feel like,
Yeah, I believe that.
right? But I feel like to a certain extent because, I don't know, as far as parenting your children goes, she should understand because I don't think she would like it if somebody told her how to parent her kids, you know?
The biggest thing that stands out to me is the fact that the mom told her, "Look, once I'm better, I'll leave."
Yeah.
And now she's better and she hasn't left. So it's like you don't want to tell her, like, "Hey, you said."
Yeah.
But like, how do you have that conversation? Or do you?
I feel like you have to because you're going to be just like a ticking time bomb and you don't want to explode on your mom and be rude. But I feel like you have to come at her a little I guess, nice and just, I don't know. I really don't know. When you guys find out this answer, you have to let me know, too.
Hey, part of our culture, though, is that when you get married, when you form a family, that becomes your number one priority. And so if mom is affecting, your family, then you have to set a boundary there.
You're right. I completely understand. But you guys didn't emphasize, is she married? Is she alone? Because if she's alone, mom's never getting out of there.
That's a good question. She didn't say. She mentioned her kid, but she didn't mention a partner.
I'm 65 and I don't want to be alone. So it sounds like she is alone.
No, but you're talking about the daughter, right?
Yeah, so I feel like if they're both alone, like they're not with their significant other for whatever reason, it's going to be really hard to get mom out of there. She's going to probably feel like she needs to be there, even though she really doesn't, but she's not going to want to leave.
If you want to share your thoughts, we would love to hear from you, man. Our Instagram is @TinoCochino Radio. We just started a brand new show page, and we need the follows.
Yep.
We need the engagement, so tap
follow.
in. Again, it's @TinoCochino Radio on Instagram. Coming up next, man, we're talking singer Khalid. He's finally clearing the air about being outed by his ex. Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
Is it
Tea
Matt?
time is next. All right, y'all. Celebrity Gossip Cheesemate time. It is tea time
Yes,
on
sir.
Tino Cochino Radio. And singer Khalid was recently outed by an ex. I don't want to say lover, but an ex-partner, I guess.
Yeah.
He basically posted a picture of Khalid like laying on his chest and said, "Bitch ass dude lied and said that I broke into his house because I didn't want him." And then Khalid, since it's public, responded and said, "I wasn't hiding anything. It's just not any of your business."
And he's totally right. Yeah.
He said, "I got outed and the world still continues to turn. Let's get this straight. I am not ashamed of my sexuality. In reality, it ain't nobody's business, but I'm okay with me. I love y'all." Next topic, please. And now it's in headlines and it's going everywhere. So he decided to jump on IG Live and, share some thoughts.
That dude and I dated 4 to 5 years ago, y'all. The last time that I talked to this guy was 4 years ago, y'all. I don't know why he did it. I don't know what's going on with him. Mental health is real. The only reason I'm even clearing up any of this is because it's triggering seeing a few comments of people painting me as if I'm just some manipulative abuser. It's just crazy to me. If you know me, you already know that's not how I get down. All of this is definitely frustrating.
I feel bad for him because the thing is, I don't know the dynamic of that relationship at all.
Yeah.
We never heard anything about it. But that's just the thing. If he didn't want to come out yet, or if it wasn't a public thing, it should have just been thrown out there by someone that was grief-stricken or
1,000%.
whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. Like I think that's shitty.
Yeah. I mean, you don't out someone in general. That's just not something that you do. So shame on shame on that guy for doing that.
Coming up next. Tino Cochino Radio.
Does anyone in this room voo?
Huh?
Do you voo?
VUE?
Yeah, voo.
What is that? I've heard of that.
We all know TJ Miller from Deadpool, from Office Christmas Party.
Yeah, Big Hero 6.
Cloverfield.
He's been in everything. He was just on the show. We talked with him for damn near an hour. We talked about a lot. And he, I guess, goes to therapy with his wife, and they were introduced to this thing called VUE, V-U-E. I found it interesting. I want him to talk about it with you next. Okay, so TJ Miller, I mean, we know him from numerous movies, right? Obviously, Big Hero 6, Deadpool, Office Christmas Party. I mean, the list is countless, right? So he's this week's special guest on our comedy podcast, Is Anyone Listening? You can stream it now. Link is in my Instagram bio @Tino Cochino. But we talked about a lot, and one of the things he broke down is this thing called VUE. That I guess he picked it up in therapy. It's something that the therapist recommended he try with his wife. It sounds interesting.
This thing called VUE, V-U-E, and that's where, for the partner, you validate, understand, and empathize with them. VUE, V-U-E. And so yesterday, I think Kate was like, I just think that the way you talk to me really, really upset me. And so I just really need you to do a VUE with me. And I really need you to validate, understand, and empathize where I'm coming from, and then we can move on, because my beans are really steamed right now. But if you know it well enough, if you know the whole program and everything, you can use it against the other person. So,
Oh, dang.
so one of the big,
manipulation
one of
begins.
the big things, not manipulation. It's just being better at it than her. And so one of the things is you have these sort of boundaries and circles, and you take care of circle 1, which is you, and then in circle 2, it's you and your partner. And then circle 3 is like your family and your closest friends. And then circle 4 is, and circle 3 also can be your kids. So what you're supposed to do is take care of yourself first, then your partner, then your kids, then your family, and then like the people outside. So you always have to put that first. And so she's like, I just really need you to validate, understand, empathize for me to be able to move on from this. And I was just like, but I need you to understand that I'm taking care of circle 1 right now. So once I feel like I've taken care of circle 1, then I can move to circle 2, and then I'll be able to maybe, when I'm ready, validate, understand, and empathize. And she was like, I was like, I got you, motherfucker. Riverside, motherfucker.
I would love for you guys to stream the interview in its entirety. We talk about a lot. It's really good, man. Instagram at Tino Cochino. Link is in the bio. It'll take you to the podcast, or just wherever you stream your favorite podcast. Simply search for Tino Cochino. Is anyone listening?
Coming up next. Tino Cochino Radio.
7 things that poor people do that the rich people don't.
Nicasio, did you write this list?
Oh, we're going to talk about this next to see where we fall into the rich-poor categories. Don't move. All right, so 7 things that broke people do that rich people don't.
Oh.
All right, this is coming from Instagram at guard.your.mind.
Oh, he sounds rich.
Yeah.
It's Tino Cochino Radio. Let's listen.
1. Poor people watch TV, and rich people read books. You can tell a lot about someone by how many books they read a year. 2. Poor people get paid for time. Rich people get paid based on results. 3. Rich people take responsibility for their actions. Poor people blame everyone but themselves. 4. Poor people focus on saving. Rich people focus on investing. 5. Rich people learn continuously. Poor people get comfortable. 6. Poor people believe money is the root of all evil. Rich people believe being poor is the root of all evil. And lastly, 7. Poor people have lottery mentality. Rich people have an action mentality. Nothing happens by accident. The rich know if they want something to happen, they need to make it happen.
I'll be honest. When I made my 8th million, I was reading so many books, bro.
Yeah.
At that time.
How to make money for dummies.
I love watching TV, and my wife Chelsea loves reading books. You just finished one.
I did. I actually just read Rich Dad, Poor Dad,
Oh,
and
it's a good one.
it was like really good. And it did have some of these things, like the guy mentioned. Investing is a good thing. Continuing to learn, taking an action mentality, like all of those things were actually in the book. So there's some good things in there.
I would like to ask Nicasio, what's the last book you ever read? Or have you ever read a book?
I think it was like a Cat in the Hat or something to my son. That's
For your pleasure.
No, I don't do it for myself. No, I read it for my son because it's not about me no more. It's about my son now.
Do you think reading to your son is actually destructive because you can't pronounce the words?
Oh, my God.
Well, yeah, I sounded out for him.
Caught in the hop.
Daddy, that's wrong.
Tino Cochino Radio. Yeah.
All right, so here at Tino Cochino Radio, yes, we always want to look out for you. That's why we do things like listener therapy and try and help you out with what you got going on. But we also like to, get your advice because we appreciate you for listening and being a part of, our day every day.
Yeah.
And we value your opinion. So today, my wife, Chelsea, she wants to share her situation with you and just kind of get some outside perspective. It's time for real talk. Go ahead and paint the picture, baby.
So my extended family invited me over to Thanksgiving. But here's the thing. I've been to their house before, and they smoke in front of their kids. And they have a lot of kids. And I just don't like the idea of...
secondhand smoke?
Not only secondhand smoke, but just I don't want them to see me as an enabler of that. So if they're sitting in the circle and I happen to be there, like I just don't want them to see me
like you
as
try and
part
tell them
of
not
that.
to smoke one day, and they're like, "Well, why you were in the circle? You did it."
Yeah,
you're lumped in. Yeah,
yeah. And so, I talked to my extended family, like a different extended family member, about it. And they were like, well, there's a lot of stigmas that come with smoking, but, people don't see alcohol that way. And you always have, alcohol around the kids.
Great point.
And it is a great point. And so in my head, I'm like, am I just do I just have this like outdated way of thinking where I just see that pretty negatively, or am I right?
Matt, what's it sound like to you?
I think she's right. I think drinking is different because kids can't get drunk off of secondhand alcohol. You know what I mean? And you can inhale smoke from just being around. So I think it's dangerous. And in general, if you're not comfortable somewhere, don't go. Don't put yourself in situations you're uncomfortable with.
I agree.
Thoughts? I mean, you have a son. I don't know if you'd let him sit in a smoking circle.
I mean, we took him to the casinos a few times, but like
what?
There you go.
Yeah, like to walk through to go to the hotel, like not to play.
Well, I guess
obviously,
you have to. Yeah.
And it stinks.
To get to the room, you have to. Right?
But
How's he gonna learn blackjack?
But I don't know. I just that's how I was raised. Like I was raised around alcohol and all that stuff, house parties.
Don't
and stuff.
do it.
But
See what happens.
Yeah, whatever Nicasio says, do the opposite.
But she's talking about extended family. What does it matter what the kids think? You said they're extended, so just go over there and have a good time.
I mean,
with the kids.
They're still my nieces and nephews, and they're still going to grow up, and they're going to have this perception of Aunt Chelsea, Chelsea.
But they would rather see you there than you think that way. Like they don't care.
And they're going to end up smokers anyway,
Yeah.
so they're not going to think it. I mean, probably.
That's racist. That's racist, Matt.
No, I just mean because they're around smoke, they're going to end up smoking.
And-
Generally, it gets passed down generations.
That's why I have such a problem with it, because
That's not true. My mom and dad both smoked. They did since I was a kid, and I don't
Yeah.
smoke.
But Chelsea, you do
should try
shrooms. What if they say your breath smells like
They're strawberry shrooms, Nick. We will go to the phones and talk to you. We're looking for prospective. Kendra's on the line. We'll talk to her next. All right, so we're inside Real Talk on Tino Cochino Radio. My wife Chelsea is filling in for Serina, who's out on maternity leave.
Yeah.
Celebrating the birth of her new baby girl.
Yeah.
Novi Isabella.
Shout out to Serina. If you want to see pics, go to our show Instagram. It's at Tino Cochino Radio. If you click the highlights, you'll see Serena's page. You can follow her and see all the updates.
Yep.
So the situation today, my wife Chelsea got invited to Thanksgiving by some extended family. Now, for context, she is not the closest when it comes to family. So,
Yeah.
she's considering it, but the problem is the family smokes in front of their kids. She doesn't want to be a part of this situation. You know what I mean? Like an enabler, basically.
Yeah.
Kendra's on the line. What do you think?
I think her reasoning makes sense completely. If something makes you uncomfortable, you shouldn't put yourself in that situation. And if you don't want to tell them why you don't want to be in that situation, you can always use the newlywed excuse and say that you want to just start creating your own family traditions.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's probably the biggest thing, right? Like trying to figure out how you tell them no, like year after year.
Yeah, it's because this is like the first time they invited me, and so I feel bad in saying it, but I also don't want to just, like, I don't want to associate with that.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't put yourself in that situation if it's going to make you be uncomfortable and you don't want to go in the first place. It's just going to make you miserable while you're there.
But later on, she can't complain that family doesn't invite her because this is her chance and she's not doing it.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Stop the bullshit, everyone.
Oh my
Hold
God,
on.
oh my God.
It just occurred to me that you keep saying they invited me. They invited me. Was I not invited?
Oh, wow. They don't even know about you.
No, of course you were. You're automatically included. Baby, we're a package deal.
The world revolves around me, and I need to know it.
Package deal.
Tino Cochino Radio.
Let's play Are You Smarter Than Nicasio? It's Tino Cochino Radio. This is Tiffany, right?
Yes.
All right, so Nicasio's going to hit you with this question. Just take a guess. I feel like you're going to get it. They're normally pretty easy. If you need some help, just let us know, and we'll do our best to get you to the answer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Before making it big, which celebrity quit her job as a waiter because no one couldn't remember her name?
No one couldn't remember.
Is it A, Salma Hayek, B, Mariah Carey, or C, Gwyneth Paltrow?
Let's go with Selma Hayek.
Nope.
Damn. Let's take another guess.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Nope.
Well, so who's the other?
It's Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey was a waitress? That's
Yes, bro.
nuts.
I guess at the time, no one really went by Mariah.
Yeah, no one likes Mariah Carey.
Well, you didn't win, but
Congrats.
thanks for playing.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
Ooh, I wanted to just warn you guys. It is winter genital season.
What does that mean?
Yes. I saw this. I just want to share it with you next. All right, guys, winter genitals. And not just guys and gals. Let's talk about it, man.
Oh, my God.
Doctors warn that there is a rise of winter penis and winter vagina.
What?
A rise?
They claim that cold weather can reduce the male organ size by up to 50% and cause drought mode
Such
for women.
Revolutionary.
So that
findings.
makes Nicasio like half an inch?
No.
Let's see. When the thermostat drops, so will the male member. As slowed circulation to the penis makes it difficult to have it stand at attention and maintain an erection. Dr. Grant says the seasonal issue occurs because the body prioritizes blood flow to more important parts of your body. So apparently, your body doesn't even think your penis is important.
I know.
Is there an age on this? Because I feel like the younger ones are thriving still.
That's a
I don't
good
know.
question.
Tino thrives.
Thanks, baby. It says nothing about age.
And how do you combat this? Is there a way to make this stop happening?
You can blow on it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Tino Cucino Radio.
So calling a man bald could lead to sexual harassment. This is stupid.
Yeah.
It's
This
Tino
is sensitive.
Cucino Radio. In 2019, there's an electrician. His name's Tony Finn. I guess he accused his boss at the British Bung Company of sexual harassment after being called a stupid bald.
I
that's
see.
why.
Yeah. I was like,
No. Let's be clear. There was a panel of judges. They were all bald. And they
course
ruled,
they were.
they ruled that the term bald is inherently linked to gender, making the remark a violation of equality laws. And the judgment took 4 years to finalize, but they're saying that it could result in compensation for the guy.
Okay, so the judge was also a bald man, right?
Correct.
can't
Everybody
say
was
that.
bald.
Everybody
You can't say
was bald.
Yeah.
So I've been harassing Nicasio for the last 5 years. Because I always call him bald.
So if we call someone like they have a good widow's peak, what does that do? Well, how much time do I get for that?
maybe like a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and say it.
Matt, just
At least I have a peak.
Matt, just shave whatever you have
Take
left
off your little condom beanie and let's see what you got going on
Matt,
over there.
just shave off whatever you have left.
Oh, I got way more hair than you, playa.
What do you think? Like, because in this case, guys shouldn't have any opinion. Like, guys sexualize women in every type of way and talk about all physical features, and they don't get in trouble, and they don't, they can't go to court with it.
Exactly. I think this takes away from actual victims of sexual assault.
But it goes both ways. Like, women make fun of men on how short they are, or like, if they don't have muscles or not, if they have a dad bod
But you
or
should
what.
be able to go to court and file sexual harassment for that?
Oh, for sure. Why
That's
not?
just bullying.
Yeah, but it's
You're
like
all about bullying. You said yesterday.
True, but they can't.
We're talking about in a workplace, though, which in a workplace you shouldn't be doing any of that,
Okay,
right?
so the fact that Matt just called Nicasio bald.
I don't know why.
And then
Bald?
Nicasio was talking stuff
That's
about
what I'm
Matt's widow's peak. Who's in the wrong here?
But I call Matt short too. Is that
Well, according to what you just said, yes, it's
And
harassment.
I call
you're right,
Nicasio
you're right,
kind of
you're
pudgy
right.
because he goes to the gym. You never see any results.
Oh my God.
Chelsea, do you think bald guys are attractive? I always wonder this when women say, "Oh, I love bald guys." Is that just because you're married to a bald guy and you have
Yeah.
no choice? Do you think they're attractive?
If Tino went bald, yeah.
Well, she's biased. She has to say that. If you guys weren't together, would you want to give
First
the
of all,
a
Nicasio
bald
acting
guy?
like he doesn't think I'm hot. You have so many pictures
No.
of me in your phone. It's wild.
I have some really good pictures, like some good angles.
It's wild, bro.
Coming up next.
Tino Cucino Radio.
I saw this on Instagram, and I want to share it with you and see what you think. Why do you feel men are becoming more uninterested in relationships and marriage? Let that
Are they-
process.
Oh, wow.
We'll talk
Are
about
they-
it next. All right, I saw this on the Shade Room. I want to share it with you and see what you think. This woman at Palnandi said,
Punani.
why are men becoming increasingly uninterested in relationships and marriage? I'll share a few of the comments with you, and then we'll get your thoughts. That guy, Ian6, said, social media has made women want unreal expectations for the normal
Social
man out
media.
there.
Both ways, though.
Okay.
Here you go.
At Marvin Lilbruh said, because there's no
Lil-bruh.
reward for being a good guy.
Oh, damn.
All right. Tony Baker jumped in and said, I can only speak for myself, but I'm in a single space that I'm at peace in. There's no pressure here. Not saying that a relationship is automatic pressure, but they do come with expectations, and those expectations can become a source of pressure sometimes. I don't have to check in with anyone. If I want to stay in all day, I can do that. If I don't play video games all night, I can do that. It's actually scary being this comfortable being single, because I'm not the type that has to be in a relationship. And the scary part is, I'll tap out in a second if you
damn.
disrupt my peace. Some people really like to argue and overthink out there.
God, Tony just has a lot to say. Nobody's reading that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a true good statement. though.
What are your thoughts, Chelsea?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think, that was her opinion, right? The girl who said that. And I think that she's wrong only because I think there's a lot of men that are still interested in relationships. I just think it happens to be her experience that the men that she goes for are not interested in her. But let's just say that were the case and men are less interested in relationships. I think the reason why is because in the past, women have always taken on this almost like servant role in their family where, you know, they're there to make the man's job easier. But now women don't need men. They go out, they go work, they make money. They don't need men. And so they no longer have to do those things. And I think men still want that. And so they have unrealistic expectations.
But why
of
is
women.
it fair? This is just devil's advocate.
Oh,
why is it fair for you to say the women? Why do you say? Why is it okay for you to say the women don't need the men? Why can't the men say they don't need the women? That's what Tony was saying.
I mean, there's just so many studies that show that men benefit from having a woman in their life, like marriage.
More than women benefit
So,
of men.
Nicasio,
there's
thoughts?
science, guys.
Tino, and
Research.
your guys' relationship, who needs more?
Who needs who more?
There you go.
I'm gonna be honest. We're both so f***ed up that we compliment each other so well.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
I need you, baby.
I need you.
Yo, while we're
cute.
talking about partnerships.
Wait, no one never answered it.
Hold on. No, this
No
is
one
perfect.
never?
We need each other, Nicasio.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jesus.
Yo, man, who comes first? Now, we've had this conversation a lot.
The
But
chicken
I
or
just-
the egg?
I just basically I posted this online as a quick thought. Ooh, ruffled some feathers. Who do you feel comes first, your partner or your kids? I want to read some of these
We know
comments.
this.
See
Yeah.
you next. Oh my God, there's some unhappy couples out there.
Your kids.
So yesterday I came into the radio station to wrap up a new episode of our comedy podcast, Is Anyone Listening? Special guest TJ Miller. It's streaming now. Please, man, go check it out.
He's
At
funny.
Tino Cochino on Instagram. Now, while you're there, you can comment on this video. The thought just popped in my head because I was scrolling through. Who do you think comes first? Your partner or your kids? Bro, when I tell you that people were pissed at me even asking this question, I find it really interesting. Let's go to the first one. This is at Kendra, CIP, who says the person without any kids.
Oh, damn.
Circle back after you have a couple, and then you're going to see how important kids are. Just as important as your spouse.
That is
Listen,
true.
don't assume we're going to have kids.
Exactly.
But we
Everyone does
respect
that.
your
Yeah,
opinion.
Don't talk on it then.
Joshua Corona Diaz said, I beg to differ. Everyone is number one. It's called a win-win paradigm. Is that how you say it?
Paradigm.
Logically, that doesn't make
I need
sense.
to
But
read a
okay.
book. He said that's a win-lose or a lose-win. Listen, the worst is the lose-lose, where no one gets what they want. In my family, we all come first. No one's getting asked out. Jason Craig said, I mean, you barely know these little fools.
Oh my God.
Our radio family, Hey Natalia, commented and said, there are times your partner will come before your kids, but I will say this. I would end someone for my kid, and I might not for my husband.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, let's go
okay.
to my wife Chelsea. Her sister even commented.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
The hot
She
one?
said, yes, agreed. But I also think if you're in a healthy relationship with kids, there shouldn't really be a situation where you have to pick. Here's the thing.
well,
I'm not
that's a good
saying that
point.
I'm not saying that you're picking your partner over your kids. What I'm saying is prioritizing. Nicasio always says the family's always going to be there. Family always going to be there. That is true. Until your kids turn 18 to move on and start their own family.
Yeah,
Which
but-
in that case, your kids will choose their kids over their partner, and you're just going to continuously have like all the relationships
Yeah.
doomed because
Yes.
you're going to lose the relationship with your partner, and your kids will lose the relationship with their partner when their kids move on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all about family. Like if my mom,
But your
left-
your
but hold on,
partner is your family.
Yes.
Listen, if
He
my
doesn't
mom,
think
if
so.
my mom left my dad, I'm gonna be there for my dad. My mom's gonna go somewhere else, date another guy.
Oh,
And-
wow.
and hold on,
Don't
hold
you
on.
wait, I'm
That
so
makes-
confused.
But I'm
Sense does
saying-
that make? You would choose your dad.
But
Okay,
wait,
hold on.
Wait, but vice versa. If my dad left my mom, I'm gonna be there for my mom, and my dad's gonna get with someone else. I'm gonna be there no matter what for my parents.
But you can't
The other-
provide.
the
as
other
a
partner
child,
can leave.
That's cool. But as a child, you cannot provide your mom the companionship she needs from a partner.
He tries.
Yeah.
He
True,
tries.
but that's temporary. Like that will never. That won't last forever. Love doesn't last forever. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
could,
Marriage or
if
not,
you
it
worked on
doesn't
it.
last forever. Family does.
That's what's f***ed up about relationships
And it
nowadays.
is, and that's why
is
guys don't
that-
like 'em.
Yeah, it's because people see their partners as like they devalue them. They see them as something that is only a temporary thing
for
instead
sure.
of seeing
You're saying,
them.
oh, for sure. You're saying that your partner, the woman that you actually chose to birth this child
Yeah.
for you, is replaceable.
Well, they
Yeah.
are. My son's not. It is what it is.
Wait,
Wow.
Nicasio.
Your
I
son wouldn't
can't-
be your son without Amber.
But I can't replace my
Yeah.
son. I can always replace my girl. She can always replace me. My girl told me, hey, if it's coming down to between me or my son, pick our son. Perfect. I love that for her. I love that
He
for
said
us.
perfect. He He said great. Wait, Nicasio, you like are a very religious person, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
and it's always the
in
kids.
the Bible,
Yeah,
it says to put your partner first.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
changed it.
He picks and chooses.
Got some whiteout. Go to our Instagram, please, man,
Yes,
or
sir.
mine at Tino Cochino. You'll see the video. Jump into the comments and share your thoughts.